Welcome back to another episode of the Talk Travel podcast. I'm thrilled to be joined today by Club Med's Managing Director for the UK and Nordics, Nicolas Bresch, who will be taking us beyond the lift pass today to share all about Club Med's unique all-inclusive ski experience. Nicolas, once again, thank you very much for giving up your time. I know you've got a very busy schedule to join us today. It's much appreciated. Would you mind just starting off by giving us a brief introduction to your background and role at both Club Med and in the travel industry?
Sure. Thank you very much, Adam, and hello to everyone. I'm glad to be here and have the opportunity to talk to all of you about Club Med and what we can offer for your next ski holiday. So I've been working with Club Med for now more than 10 years. I actually started in Club Med in the revenue management and pricing department in Paris, in our headquarters. After a couple of years, I moved to China with Club Med. I did 2 years in Shanghai, 2 years in Hong Kong, where I took over some sales and marketing role. And have been back in Europe and in London now about 5 years ago. I took over I was head of marketing for the UK and the Nordics, and I became managing director for the UK now about 3 years ago. And I'm very happy to lead a team of about 40 people whose mission is to promote and sell Club Med holiday to clients living here in the UK, Republic of Ireland and Nordics through our trade team, which is really strong here, but also through a direct channel.
Thank you so much for that introduction. It's going to be really interesting to gain your insights today. What is it that truly sets Club Med's all-inclusive ski holidays apart, would you say? If you had to name a magic ingredient, what would that be?
So I would start actually from the very beginning. I think our magic ingredient at Club Med was our vision and why we were created. So we are celebrating actually this year our 75th anniversary. And Club Med was created in 1950, right after the Second World War, with the objective to deliver a frictionless holiday to our guests. And with that vision in mind, we created the all-inclusive concept. So we are the very proud inventor of that concept. And we invented this concept to serve this purpose, to give a frictionless holiday to our guests again. So with a ski holiday in particular, the overall package, of course, comes with the accommodation, the fine dining, the entertainment, which is really strong, the après ski. Of course, all the ski pass, I've mentioned it, but the ski lesson are also included, and the ski lesson come from from 3 years old to the expert. So we have, of course, very beginner up to expert classes, and doing actually off-piste guided tour is part of the package. So that's more on the product, but also we've taken this all-inclusive vision to all and small details to really be able to offer to our guests a relief when they start the journey with us. So a couple of examples that we like to mention. For example, when you bring your kids, because the kids care is also included, and the ski lessons to the kids are included. We propose to the parents to dress up the kids to go skiing. And if some parents are listening and have been skiing with the kids, they know how difficult that can be to dress up the kids with the ski gears, to put the sunscreens on. So that can be quite challenging when you start your day. At Club Med, that is already taken care of, and you don't have to worry about that as a parent. Another small details that we've introduced to again give a frictionless holiday is the easy arrival concept. So when you book a stay with us, before you arrive, we get in touch with you for your ski gear to know, what's your height, what's your weight, what kind of ski you want. So we prepare all the equipment, and they're ready in the lockers when you arrive. So you don't have to queue in the ski shop to get all your stuff ready. Again, with the objective in mind to be able to deliver a frictionless holiday to our guests from day one. So basically, our ski holiday goes, far beyond convenience, and it's, a good blend of perfect blend of world-class skiing, gourmet dining, childcare, après-ski entertainment, and activities. But also all those small details that when they come together to be able to create an unforgettable winter escape, completely free from hassle.
Of course, and you just touched on a moment ago about Club Med's ability to blend a lot of different aspects. Of course, you mentioned the gourmet dining, the world-class skiing, the après-ski entertainment. You've obviously got the excellent childcare facilities as well. Luxury and value don't always go hand in hand. So how would you say Club Med manages to deliver both of those aspects in their ski resorts?
Sure, and that was because Club Med in its long history, as again 75 years, we've evolved along the year, and when we started, we were more focused on the mass market and not on the premium and luxury segments. We've upgraded our positioning now 20 years ago. It took us some time to achieve that. But when we decided to do so, we really put an emphasis on keeping our value alive and very true. Again, Club Med was created after the Second World War, and the vision was also to be able to bring together the different culture. So multiculturality is definitely a strong part of our value. But also being a pioneer, inclusive in the experience of our guests. So how we've managed to do that is through our staff. First, it's the people we work with. Our team in resorts are carefully picked to embody this value, and we have a vision of the luxury being, yes, it's of course the fine dining, how good your room is looking, and the location of the resorts, but above all, for us, luxury is an experience. So our packages are designed to embody this philosophy and this DNA, offering exceptional value without compromising on quality. So that's more on the values, on our values instead that we live for. And then if you talk about the value, about the money, the price quality ratio, for us, being able to package all that enable us to deliver a very attractive package. And when you compare, you do it yourself with a Club Med stay, we are very often actually more competitive, because when you think about a ski holiday, there's of course the accommodation, which is already expensive, but you have to think about all the little extras that comes with it. Of course, the food, cooking, and doing your shopping in the Alps is quite expensive. You don't have to worry about that on the money side, but also on the mental load. And also, all those little things that you have in terms of après-ski, in terms of the snack for the kids, and in terms of the drinks when you go out. The entertainment at Club Med is really strong. So the partying, if you want to party after skiing or in the evening, is quite rich. So that's enabled us to deliver a luxury package, which is very competitive in terms of value, on the price tag, but also in terms of relief and mental load for the family, and that for all members of the family, from the kids to the grandparents, to enjoy our stay.
It's interesting that you spoke about obviously the Club Med signature experience, and I think it's very impressive that it's so consistent and maintained so well across so many different resorts. You've obviously got the resorts in the Alps, you've got resorts worldwide as well, so it's very impressive that that model is maintained so well, and you've mentioned obviously about the importance of the staff doing that, and so that's really interesting to hear. Just moving on now to in terms of guests. Obviously, you have a wide range of different types of ski level in people that come to your resorts. Obviously, from first timers, season skiers, families. So, how does Club Med tailor the experience to each traveller and each person visiting your resorts to ensure that it's perfect for them?
Sure. So, and you know, that's also in the vision of, you know, delivering a frictionless holiday for everyone in the family, from the toddler, from the baby, because we welcome babies from 4 months old with a kids care from 4 months old to in terms of kids to 70 years old. So just in terms first of kids care, we've along the years, you know, developed a very comprehensive program according to the different age, which we upgrade and updates on a very regular basis, because, you know, society is changing, kids are changing. If I take the example of the teenagers, we've just refined our program. You know, today the teenagers are, you know, stick with their phone. They don't really socialize. So we've developed a very comprehensive program to be able to take them out of their phone and more socialize with their peers and engage in a very different way with specific games, because the teenager, they want to do something special all the time. So we've understood that and encapsulated in our program, so they can of course enjoy their stay, because happy kids makes happy parents. So that is definitely part of it. Then in terms of skiing, we've touched upon. We offer with the ESF. ESF is the best ski school in the world, which we partner with. So they are very, you know, professional ski instructor that takes care of all the teaching of skiing, from, you know, it starts from 3 years old again up to very experts. So you have different level, of course, skiing, but snowboarding as well. And if we touch upon the off-piste classes, for example, once again, it's really comprehensive. You are equipped with the different materials that enables you to go off-piste. You go through during half a day about it, training on how to use it. So that's really comprehensive. And we also offer for you know, people that don't want to go skiing. We have snowshoeing. There is, of course, a lot of activities in the resorts. There are a lot of wellness classes, spa, stretching classes. You have sports, HIIT training. Most of our resorts are equipped with indoor pools, so you have pools you can enjoy, and hammam and sauna to enjoy. So Club Med experience is here to, in one hand, deliver tailored activities to all the members of their family, whatever their age and their preference. So to deliver a me time for each member of the family, but also opportunity to reconnect through social interaction at lunch, at dinner. So to bring back people together in this very special moment.
I think it's very interesting that it's this comprehensive ski package. It brings people together, it brings families together, and it really does cater to a lot of different travellers. So how many ski guests would you say are returning customers? Do you have kind of a large amount of people that come back and return, or
Sure.
and what keeps them coming back year after year, in your opinion?
So the 50% of our guests comes back every 3 years. So it's one of the highest return rate in the industry. So we're really proud of that. Why they're coming back? First of all, because people understand the value for money of such an experience. Secondly, the level of excellence of the stay is amazing, and the location of our resorts as well. So we see in some of our pictures you have Grand Massif, I think, behind you. Myself, I have La Rosière, and 90% of our resorts are ski out, meaning that you're right on the slope. So again, that's the vision of the frictionless holiday. You're straight on the slope. You don't have to worry about taking a bus with all your kids, with all the gears, and you're straight in the resort, and you start straight from there. So you don't have to worry. They're coming back as well because, again, coming back to the individual experience, everyone has the time to enjoy their own time. When I talk to loyal clients, without being a cliche, but usually the parents love to be able to engage in off-piste classes or experts ski classes while their kids are being taught how to ski. And at the end of the stay, you have half a day where you discover on how your kids can ski, and that's quite it's quite an amazing memory. And also at the end of the week, you have the medal ceremony where the kids gets their medal for passing to the next class. So those are really both individual moments where people can really enjoy their holiday, and family moments that are creating in those holidays.
I think, speaking from a personal point of view, I had the opportunity to visit your Val Friends Sensations Resort, and as a first-time skier at the time, having everything organised for me on my behalf and having everything ready for me really helped to enhance my experience. And obviously, you mentioned having great locations. You've obviously got the location at Teens and Val Thorens, which is a really high altitude resort. So not only did it cater for me as a first timer, but people who went on the trip as well that maybe were a bit more experienced because of the altitude. Really, it really enhanced their experience. So from my personal point of view, I think it's an excellent offering. I just want to move on to sustainability now.
Sorry, indeed, before we move to that topic, indeed, you've touched upon a key element on how we are able to offer also to different level of skiers. We have now today 16 resorts in the Alps, ranging from very different places. 90% are above 1,800 elevation, so it's almost snow guaranteed. And some destinations are more for beginners. Grand Massif, for example, or La Rosière is indeed more family ski resorts, which is really tailored for beginners. But we also have more expert skiers ski destination. Tignes, indeed, Val d'Isère, Val Thorens are really top resorts for this type of clientele. Sorry, go ahead with sustainability.
No, that's absolutely fine. I think that you kind of reaffirmed. It does offer a lot to different types of travellers. So whether that be seasoned or whether that be first timers, it's a great product. Sure. Like I said, obviously, in terms of sustainability, it is definitely a growing priority for a lot of different travellers.
Of course.
How would you say Club Med is kind of pioneering and leading the way in responsible tourism in your ski resorts?
Sure. Key question. Key question, and also again, responsibility is one of our 5 value. We touched upon earlier values about freedom and multiculturality, but responsibility is a key one. When we talk sustainability in the tourism industry, there is very two parts which are key. The first one is we have a responsibility towards the local communities because we bring added value, and our objective is, and our mission, our responsibility is to maximize this positive impact that we have on local communities. So that comes with, of course, local employment. 80% of our staff are locally employed, enabling to help the local economy. Then it comes towards sourcing the products that we have for the restaurants, but also the inside the resorts. So here we have a strong commitment as well in having a minimum of 60% of all our supplies locally sourced, helping again the local economy and maximizing our impact on the region who is welcoming us. Then there is a second part of on the tourism industry, is that tourism industry has a negative impact on sustainability and on the environment. So we need to be aware of that, and our responsibility is to minimize this impact as much as possible. So here we have engaged in strong commitments. First is in the building of our resorts, because when you look at the carbon emission of a building, actually 60% is coming from its construction phase. People sometimes forget, but that is really strong and impactful. It gets very technical, but one example is the type of concrete that you use, because that is very impactful for the ecology. So we have engaged, and our commitment is to have BREEAM certification, either very good or excellent, for all our new resorts built. So, for example, Grand Massif, which is behind you, or La Rosière, which is behind me, are respecting this BREEAM certification of very good. And it also comes with, when you engage in this type of construction, with the consumption of energy. Because then when it comes to carbon emission from a building, a lot comes from the energy consumption. So, of course, you can think that all these resorts, yes, they consume a lot of energy. One point to have in mind is, yes, they do, but they're more efficient in terms of energy consumption than individual chalet, for example. You rather have 500 people under the same roof, when it's big, rather than having 200 individual chalets, which are more emitting in terms of energy. So that's the first thing. The second thing is building this resorts with the best isolation, with the best innovation in terms of management of resources. A couple of examples that we've introduced, for example, in all our rooms and all in our resorts, when you open the window, the heater shuts or the AC shuts. That's a small details, but that makes a real difference, because you have sometimes people that leave the rooms with the door open. You don't want to have the heater on to heat outside. That's a complete waste. You have different management of the flow of people. You don't want to, of course, heat the restaurants when there's no one, or light it up. So for that as well, for all our operation, we are engaged in all our ski resorts are Green Globe certified. So Green Globe certification is run every year. So every year we have an external consultants that look at the way we operate our resorts. That help us to be meeting these standards in terms of energy. I've mentioned it, but also in terms of food. And food sourcing is a strong source of carbon emission. And being 60% localized in terms of sourcing really help us to reduce that impact, because you rather source, I don't know, the meat from the valley rather than having beef coming from Argentina. And that's the same for, certain fruits or certain vegetables that we have removed from our menu, because even though they were, really enjoyed by our guests, it was too impactful in terms of sustainability. Bye-bye plastic also is a strong element we've been engaged with. So removing all single-use plastic in our resorts, and we've achieved that now in all our ski resorts. So that's a battle that is never finished, and we have recently taken strong commitments on our carbon emission from our resorts, and we've taken the commitment to reduce by 80% our carbon emission from Club Med worldwide from our resorts by 2050, and by 50% in 2030. So we've engaged in massive investments to upgrade the energy source of all of our resorts, to be able to source in France. So in the Alps, it's easy, let's say, because you can source green energy and green electricity from the States. In other part of the world, it's different. So you need to invest in solar panel and windmill to be able to achieve that. But it's definitely again part of our value. On both one hand, maximize the positive impact on local community, and on the other hand, to minimize the negative impact that we have on the environment.
I think in a modern world, it's very refreshing to see a brand like Club Med really making strides and really being eco-conscious and being pioneers for sustainability. So I think that's a really positive message that you're portraying there. Just staying on the theme of in the modern world, how is Club Med using technology, whether that be in booking, equipment, or guest experience? How is Club Med using that to enhance guest experience?
So the behind in the technology and AI, our strong vision again and commitment is that technology needs to serve human interaction. So we use technology to remove any low added value, so people can engage in a more valuable way. So we've mentioned easy arrival, which was that's part of the technology we've used to be able to gather all the requirements and all the size from the guest before their arrival. So once they arrive, they don't have to worry about that, or to queue at the ski pro shop. We have introduced the app as well, which we upgrade on a regular basis. So the app at Club Med really serves your experience in resorts. We don't use it for bookings. It's really here to provide all the different information you need about your stay in resorts, all the different activities you can book, because we have so many activities, so many things happening at the same time. We need one place that centralized all this information, and the app works really well. Of course, AI has now been introduced in the way we work more at the moment on the booking side. The booking side, we've developed on WhatsApp generative AI that can interact with our guest and answer as well first level of questions before being addressed to a sales agent, and that has worked really well, being able to be reachable 24/7 and having a first level of answer for a product which, as it's really rich, sometimes people have I wouldn't say simple questions, but really basic question about our product, and this tool really helps to give them an answer straight away. So yeah, those are the different way we're using the technology, and again, with the objective to serve human interaction. We're not believer of a world full of AI and without human touch. We are a very human company, and that's where our value comes. So yeah, that's key for us.
And obviously going over the topics of sustainability and technology, staying on that sort of theme, to wrap up, looking ahead, what is Club Med's kind of vision for the future of all-inclusive ski holidays, and how do you plan to stay ahead of the curve and stay pioneering in such an industry?
So first is to continue to pioneer the frictionless holiday, because in the ski industry we don't have competitors in the all inclusive, and we look to keep this advantage. So we keep on challenging ourselves on how can we deliver the best ski experience to our guests, both in terms of arrival, transfers, dining experience, kids experience, how we are enabling our kids to grow during their stay with us. Of course, the parents, the grandparents, how we are able to make them discover skiing and to make them discover new destination as well. So that's the other part. So as we've mentioned, we are present in 16 ski resorts in the French Alps, in Switzerland, in Italy, in some of the best places. There are some places that we still want to go to. So we're actively looking for space, of course, in the Alps. But we've also pioneered some key destination in Japan. So in Japan, we have three ski resorts. And for some of your listeners, Japan is really an amazing ski destination, especially in terms of snow quality. The snow quality here over there is quite special in terms of quantity and type of snow. It's quite different from the one that we have in the Alps. It's very light, and it's a very special type of skiing. And we have opened recently a ski resort in Canada. So those are really very different type of ski experience that we can know from the Alps, and that's help us to be ahead and continue to pioneer this ski holiday. And to digress a little bit, if you look at the mountain in general, so of course we continue to be really strong on the winter, but we are a big believer of lakes and mountains. So we open half of our resorts in the Alps over the summer, and that has proved to be extremely attractive for our guests to experience, to move away a bit from the heat of Mediterranean destination, which are literally burning over the summer, to enjoy a more we call it coolation, so cool, still sunny but not as hot as the beach, and with very different type of activities, of course hiking, mountain biking, but also chilling by the pool. It's really something that the guests have enjoyed.
Wonderful. That's a really exciting insight into the future for Club Med. Nicolas, thank you very much for giving up your time today. It's really appreciated.
My pleasure, Adam. It was great.
Thank you very much.
All right. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.